We've got our tickets. Let's get on the train. Made it to the platform. We made it to the platform. Let's get on this train. Oh, dog. Where are you going, bro?
这不是7号车厢吗？这7号车厢，这是多少？
你是1到7还是8到10几啊？
啊，我是1A。
1A 那就是往前走。
哎呀，又跑回来了，你看嘛。
那边，另外一个车厢那边。
灵车1A。
What does it say, bro?
啊，对，往那边走啊。
What does it say? Hey, yeah. Nah, all good, bro. It be like that. Ciao, gang. 15A. I'm fairly certain that these people found me in my seat, but the train is super empty. It doesn't really matter. So I'll get this nice aisle to myself. No dramas getting on the train. Was a little bit stressful though. Luckily the lady administering the ticket spoke a little bit of English. So we're all good now, and let's make our way to Shenzhen. We've made our way to the hotel and I'm about to go check out the room. I don't even want to look down there because I didn't realize how freaking high this hotel goes. The floor of the lobby is on the 23rd floor and my room is on the 35th floor. Nah, bro. Dude, that's crazy. Been having a little bit of difficulty in Shenzhen so far. It's been pretty tricky navigating the subway system. For some reason, the Metro app is not working on my phone like it did in Guangzhou, so I can't tag on and tag off on WeChat. So I've had to figure out how to use the manual system buying a physical ticket. Been pretty tricky, but we've ended up in this place called Fairy Lake Botanical Garden, and we've got a bit of hiking or walking to do today. There's a pretty large garden or area around here. All right, we've made it to the temple. And you know one thing's for sure, no matter where you are in China, this place looks massive. We've made our way to the temple after an arduous walk uphill in the sun. Not sweating or irritable at all. Looks like we've made it to the actual temple. It smells like the sticks that they're burning, like a woody kind of smell. I wonder what the history is on this temple. I wonder what the background is, how old it is, what was done here, if it's still an active temple or if it's more just a tourist attraction now. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Even though it was a massive process getting here, this is a beautiful view. Candles? Hello, ni hao. Are these little Buddhas? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Now this is incredible. Wow. Hey, man. I know I was talking shit earlier. Sorry, I shouldn't swear in the temple. I know I was talking some trash earlier. This is beautiful. I wonder if this is all handmade. Oh wow, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy right here. We've reached the Great Hall at the top of the mountain. I'm not seeing any other buildings or structures much higher than this one. And it looks pretty grand. You know, so far in my time here in Shenzhen, first of all, I've noticed this place is a lot smaller. There's a lot less going on. People aren't outside as late, and the streets are generally more quiet. One of the big differences I've noticed though is how the roads, I guess the infrastructure of the roads and the footpaths. Back in Guangzhou, most of the mopeds would be on the main road. But here, a lot of them ride on the footpaths, and the parking on the footpaths is pretty outrageous. A lot of the time that I'm walking around, there's very little foot traffic, there's very little space for foot traffic. But so far, definitely a smaller city, quieter. We have made it to Dame Sha. Looks like we've got some other beachgoers here. It's a little unusual to come to a station that's so empty. You know, every station that I've gone to so far in China has always been pretty busy. So it's nice to be somewhere that feels much more calm. Very excited to see this beach. This is one of the most popular beaches in Shenzhen. I can smell the beach, I can smell the water, I can smell the sand, palm trees. Oh my god, that's crazy, bro. The fuck? I'm at a beach in China. Ooh, it is so warm. It is so warm. That is... Wow, this is absolutely incredible. Wow, you got mountains surrounding this whole beach. On the way to the beach, there's a train stop called Wutong Mountain. That would have been 5-10 stops before this one, but that's another big tourist attraction here. It's a day-long hike. You go up this mountain, and I wonder if, you know, it's a part of all of these ones a bit further down. But I need to try and figure out how exactly to get on this beach. I think we're gonna go this way, and let's see what this is about. So we've got some food right here, and this is incredible. This is incredible. You've got the Dame Sha sign right here. This is actually a really big beach. There's a lot of stuff on the beach. One thing that I've always liked about coming to beaches in Asia, the beach and being tan and, you know, being in the sunlight, it's not a very popular thing in Asian culture. Maybe because not a lot of people have access to it, but also just generally being tan in a more traditional sense was seen. If you're tan, you're considered part of the working class. So in terms of, you know, status and hierarchy, it's not really a good thing. To be more fair-skinned, to be more pale, was or is generally seen to be more upper class. So whoever comes to the beach, like all these Chinese people here, I fuck with it. It's sick. You know, because I love the beach. I'm a beach person. So this is these are my people. Looks like they've set up a perimeter for people to swim inside of. It's not too busy. Let's set up and get in the water. You know, what I'm seeing a lot of on this beach is people not being able to swim. It's not taught in the schools, or, you know, growing up, not many people have access to the water. And second, there's a lot of dudes just wearing their underwear there. And I think that's because a lot of people don't own swimwear. So you just got a lot of dudes running around in their jocks. Respect. Do I pay? WeChat? 30蚊啦。攞識聽。WeChat。30。30蚊啦。呢隻啲色乜好味？好味，好味，
好味啊！
好味。
Thank
you。我識講一啲，
識講一啲
廣東話。
廣東話。
我媽媽香港人。
香港人。
同爸爸伊朗人。我混血。混血。但係我住喺澳洲。
住喺澳洲。
澳洲。
好叻啦！
我出世紐西蘭、新西蘭、New Zealand， 係啊。唔該晒啊！
多謝啊！
嚇 ？Vlog， 係啊。我好飽，好飽。
多謝啊！
唔該晒，拜拜。唔該晒先生 ，thank you。Morning everyone. Another cold, chilly, not sunny day here in Shenzhen. We're going to start the day. There's a couple of things I want to do today, but what we're going to start it with is some haggling. Right outside my hotel, this is the hotel, there's this store. Well, there's a bunch, this whole street is like this. This is a technology area, technology market right here. I took a brief walk in there yesterday and they sell all kinds of tech, cameras, headphones, computers, everything. So what I want to do, I'm looking for some headphones, some gym headphones and a Bluetooth speaker. I want to go in there, see if I can do some haggling. I saw over yonder there was PlayStation, but you can take a look here. It's really quiet today. You got all of these brands. Some popular in the West for sure, and then I'm sure some of these will be killer in the Asian market as well. There are all kinds of smartwatches, headphones. This second floor looks to be more like the environment I'm after. You've got all these, you know, individual owned stores, and I'm seeing people haggle. I'm seeing the calculator brought out, and people getting upset. No way. That's what I'm trying to do. But I haven't found anything I want. I'm mostly just seeing like watches, drones, microphones, phones. There's a deal going on right here. Calculator spotted. If you want to look for a good deal, you come and find one of the Indian brothers, right? You know these guys are getting a good deal.
Yes. This one, 2 pieces.
You say how much?
100.
2 pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye bye.
How much?
260.
Which one? This one, 260. $260. How about I give you?
No.
Okay, good price. No? Cannot?
Last. Okay 的
I'm okay. I keep walking and I think.
How much okay?
I still think this, but I will keep walking and I will think. I want to see other. So you give me 5 minutes. I come back. That was a shame. They didn't speak any Cantonese, so we had to haggle in English and Google Translate, which is not what I want to do. I want to practice Cantonese. But they were quoting me 260 yuan for the JBL, and I offered 120. And then she came back and said 160. I said, nah, I'm gonna walk away, and they were okay with 120. That tells me that I'm still paying too much. So I told them I'll walk around for a bit, and I can always go back tomorrow or the next day, but that just lets me feel out the price a little bit. If they're willing to go to 120 like that, I'm paying too much. I'm making my way to the Nanshan Boulevard, and I've got to catch 2 trains to get there. The problem I'm having is, since I'm buying the single ticket trips, I think I have to get out here at the first station and then buy another ticket before getting on the next train. I think if I just get on this next train, when I try to get off, it's not going to let me in. There's going to be some dramas. So I need to figure out how to get out and then buy another ticket to go back in. Multi-ticketing mode. Okay. Here we go. English, line 11. And we are going to Nanshan. There it is. Nanshan. 5 RMB. Okay. Nice. Got it, baby. Let's go. You know what's pretty funny? A lot of Chinese people here look at me, and makes me think. I mean, I look kind of Asian. I wonder how it would be if you were blonde or white, black. You know, obviously not Asian. You'd get a lot of stares, I imagine. We've made it to the Nanshan Boulevard. This road here stretches down for a long, long way, and it also goes that way as well. What I'm going to do is I'll walk down this way for a little while, and then we'll wrap around to one of the adjacent streets and then go back this way. I ultimately want to end up down there because there's some parks and more sightseeing spots that way. But first we'll go down this way and see what's ahead. So I may have found myself at SeaWorld. There's this big ass boat behind me, but I don't think you can go into it. I just hear a lot of banging from the inside. So I mean, whatever. But I bought this nice ass coconut drink. I love coconut, anything. And this is exactly what I wanted it to be. There's a traditional Chinese dessert. I forget the name of it. It's red bean dessert. I'll put a photo of it on the screen. And you typically, or you can put some coconut milk inside the dessert. And that's exactly what this tastes like. As a kid, I always wanted more of that coconut milk into the dessert, but there's only so much of it. Now I get to drink all that I want. We've made our way to the Riverside Promenade. Oliver, you'll be proud, brother. Holy moly. That is beautiful. Look at that. Man. You know, one thing I've noticed that is different with Shenzhen is one thing I've noticed that's different with Shenzhen is its accessibility to the nature. I mean, Guangzhou is not far from the coast compared to other provinces in China. By all means, I'd say Guangzhou is still relatively close. But Shenzhen, I mean, you can catch a train to the mountains, you can catch a train to the beaches, and they're much easier to get to and see. Yo, like many other times in this trip, I've been very wrong. Behind me is not Shenzhen. That's Hong Kong. You see that? I don't know if it'll come through on the GoPro, but there's a bridge way down there. And you see these little buildings behind it and all of these mountains. That's Hong Kong. Wow, that's crazy. I've never been somewhere that I can see another country. You know what I mean? Like in New Zealand, you don't see Australia. In Australia, you don't see Indonesia. And it's a bit weird to see an entirely different country. So all that shit I was saying about Shenzhen being more accessible and it being closer to nature, I mean, I still think that's true. Guangzhou by no means is far from the coast compared to other provinces in China. So I'm gonna move over to a different spot now and let's see if we can get a better look at Hong Kong. I've made my way to Shenzhen Bay Park and this is a pretty special spot. Behind me here you'll see these bridges that connect or go into Hong Kong, and on this side all of these buildings here are Shenzhen. But as I walk towards the end of this pier, and if you see these buildings down in front of me, that's Hong Kong. So this is a first for me. This is pretty special. And I want to get a little bit closer and see how Hong Kong looks. So I'm at the edge of the pier now and you can see Shenzhen behind me. And it stretches all the way across here up until the border, which I imagine is somewhere in the middle. And then the buildings we see of Hong Kong, that's on the northwestern side in an area called Lao Fao Shan, or Lao Fao Shan, something like that. And you know, behind that, as you get into the mainland of Hong Kong, that's when it's going to start getting nasty. That's when it's going to really start getting busy. And Hong Kong, it's a small place. It's a very small country, but extremely dense. One of the most dense places per capita in the world, if I'm not mistaken. Shenzhen has been fantastic. Very unique place. A lot of technology. The accessibility to nature here seems quite special. Not a lot of places in China, I find, will have what Shenzhen has. A lot of the provinces, you know, Hebei, Hunan, Henan, Xinjiang, as you head north and inland, they're nowhere near the coast. They're nowhere near the South China Sea. So Shenzhen and all of the cities that are along China's coast are in a very special spot. After such a peaceful couple of hours at the Shenzhen Bay Park, I'm at Dongmen Pedestrian Street, a popular shopping and food area in Shenzhen. You can see there's a shit ton of people here. How do people just sing on top of each other like that? I don't get it. Maybe I need to go in there and spit that little baby. Wait, this chick's got heaps of people. Why is she so popular? Why is she so popular, bro? They ain't seen nothing, G. You need to get me in there. Out of my level, that's me. I'm in it for TV. I'm in it for trade. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying? Get me in there, bro. I'll show them something. Man, it is so quiet here. It's crazy. It's like I can't even hear my own thoughts. Some clappers. Let me see if she can clap at me. Got a headache, bro. I was snoozing in the DD. Right, I was big chilling. I wake up and I'm thrust into this chaos. I need to get some water. This is like a Beijing Lu back in Guangzhou, but a bit more narrow, so everything's more intense. Alright, we got another coconut drink. I can't help myself, they are so tasty. And my man right here is cooking me up some squid. This is what we really came in for. Bro, tell me that's not creepy as. Look at this thing. It's cute when you're in close. If you open the lift, it's not cute. Bro, some old guy just came up to me, started chatting in Mandarin, and I could tell he locked me in. Like I was not getting out of that. He was asking for directions. I said, oh, yeah, that way. And he's like, oh, this way? I said, yeah. He said, oh, okay. Anyway, I'm all packed up. I'm ready to go. This is the end of the China experience. I've had an amazing time here, a mean time here. And I definitely recommend it to anyone who's keen or thinking about it. There's a lot to see. You've got the big cities, you've got the smaller cities, you've got the mountains and the nature. There's something for everyone here. And I've learned a lot about my culture. I've learned a lot about my heritage and my people and the influences that I've had growing up. One thing I will say though about China, I reckon they need to start mandating 3 sets of bicep curls per day for the brothers, man. Too many sleeves just blowing in the wind, G. I reckon, hear me out. If they mandated, if Xi Jinping mandated 3 sets of bicep curls per day, country GDP skyrocketing, country population skyrocketing, country general mood and well-being skyrocketing. But that's just one man's opinion. Let's go to Hong Kong.